Um, Emergency is a specialty, a system, a partner, and a leader. That's the words of Dr. Titinali and many of his speakers, and all the time that she can share with us. Colombia and Tunis are two different countries, but I thought it's maybe similar in some special points. We are a land of extremes. Through all the center run throwing snow between the volcanoes and the mountains of the Andes. And we have also tropical beaches line the north and the west of the country. We also have deserts. But most of all, we are famous because of our coffee and because we have a very warm people, open arms. The specialty born in Medellin, Colombia in 1999 and has grown with the century since then. We now have a Colombian Association of Emergency Medicine in which Dr. Fabian Rosas is the president, and you can reach them at the email you have in the bottom of the slide. At first, it was a combination of family medicine with emergencies, but sooner it turns to a really profile of emergency physicians. So by 2002, it was a really emergency profile that you can start to rule out all the emergency departments. It was developed to cover the need in a congested and insecure EDs because now it can contribute in a more technical optics and a change and improve the ED that until then were governed by surgeons. We now are maturing and evolving towards solutions. So we are now travel to emergency clinical management. The emergency physicians are capable of running all the hospitals? Yes, I thought so. In the country, there are already several international recognized training schools that are benchmarked in Latin America and the Caribbean due to their level capacity to manage overcrowding. So if the emergency are organized, the flow of the whole entire hospital is organized. I mean, emergency is the leader that will give all the solutions to the flow and to the overcrowding the whole hospital. That's our experience in Latin America. Oriented the training to the management, in addition to the clinical emergencies, the administration of the emergency service is a point very important to develop on all the emergency physicians, because we have this capable of be in our horizon all the specialties like orthopedics, medicine interna, and pediatrics. You can know the emergency of each of those specialties. Colombia has reported 270 level 3 emergency departments, 489 level 2, and 1,200 level 1. This means that we can have this level of severity in the emergency, and we are able to distribute the charge and the work between the emergencies and the general doctors. But the emergency physicians doesn't reach 200 throughout the country. That's amazing, because we have this pressing need to cover the service that today continue to be managed by other specialties. So it's a very good opportunity to be in Colombia as emergency physicians. Efficiency and quality to be the leader. That's our goal right now. As Dr. Tintinalis has said, emergency is a specialty, is a system, is a partner, is a leader. And we are develop some skills to be this kind of leader, to have a solid relationship with quality and achieve safety and opportunity, to reduce professional variability, and to collect and have a collective intelligence. This is important because we need to speak the same language, the whole department, between all specialties, between general doctors, and between nurses. So it's very important to have speak the same language. And of course, on finance and goals, we have to be profile. We were able to grow to be a reference. Beyond beginning to be the leaders of the emergency department, we are organized operational models of efficiency and the ED. We are able to publish in EPI all between the models and the model response to the COVID pandemic. So this is important because we have demonstrated that beyond the emergency clinical things that we have to deal of, we need also to know how to deal the management of the emergency departments. So this is a combination between a clinical and administration, because we need to make sustainability of the emergency departments. I mean, we need to not lose money, to save money. A very dynamic specialty, a partner of an ally of a security and opportunity. That's important because that will go to the needs of the patient. You need to identify the needs of the patient. So that's the way we need to go to security and opportunity. But, however, the needs of the country, the problem of salaries and the lack of alliance with public and private health institutions, that's a factor that have diverted the goals of the professionals. And although they're very well prepared, almost half of the emergency physicians work today in the ICUs. And that's a thing that we need to correct, because we need to cover our emergency departments. There are some gaps in the emergency society because, as a good dentist, we discrepance and create today what things that divide and prevent us to have a greater solidity in the interest of the specialty. This is very important, I think, in all Latin America, because we need to be, as a group, more than a group, a team. And that team have to have the same goals, the same language, and the same ideals. So we continue to maturate, and knowing that the profile must be enriched, since emergencies are diverse and the needs are many. Above all, we need to have fun, to enjoy the things that we need and we done, and continue to be extremes. So at the end of this speech, what we need to know is that we have to define the profile of the leader in the emergency department between a really good blend between an administrator and a clinician. So this is all. I think this is a few slides to present that emergency physicians in Colombia has developed a very good specialty, and we keep growing and maturing. Thanks. I think this will be the few slides that you can share with